Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to TNT episode 60. We have a Thursday show on a Thursday, and I'm afraid I have some bad news. I am sick. If you haven't been able to tell by now with my voice, I am in hell. My nose just stopped working 2 nights ago, Tones. I woke up in the middle of the night, and there was like a traffic jam for miles.
In your nose.
My head feels like it's going to explode. My sinus is just like just closed down.
Yeah, it's tough. We were talking about before. There's 2 different types of congestion. There's the wet one and the dry one. And the wet one, it's annoying. You got to always be blowing your nose, but at least you can get some temporary relief.
Yeah,
like the dry one where you're all just dried out and you're just it feels like someone just poured concrete into your head.
It does. Like if I look down and hold it for 5 seconds, it hurts. It starts to hurt a lot. It feels like somebody hit me in the forehead with a bat.
Yeah, that's a bad one. That's a bad one.
Snot just all in my face, everywhere, and all. It's just every moment I have to blow my nose. It's massive amounts. I'm just Jesus. Can we stop production back there for a minute until we figure this out?
There's a log jam.
What do we need? We have plenty of snot up here. Just close down for 20 minutes.
Turn off the assembly line. Turn it off.
I can make crazy demonic with my lungs right now because they're so filled with mucus. Let me see if I could. I was trying to see if it would work on microphone before, but let me see.
I'm here.
Wait. Nope. Was that terrifying?
That sounds like Linda Blair.
Yeah, that's what I thought it sounded like. It doesn't it sound like they're going into the freezing cold bedroom and Linda Blair's just feeling So that's what I'm dealing with right now. It's the worst. Yeah, no fever, just inconvenience and stuffed up and just.
This is your flu game.
Yeah,
Jordan flu game. This is your flu game.
Got it. Okay. So also Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good, man. Ate a lot. Luckily I had most of that week off. I had Sunday, Monday, I had to work Tuesday, and I was off Wednesday and Thursday. So that was nice. Actually, for the first time, I think ever, I participated in the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving.
Oh, you went out?
Yeah, I actually went out because 2 of my buddies I grew up with, one lives in Boston now and the other lives in Philly, and they both happened to be back at the same time. So we went out around here. It was fun. Usually I try not to go out.
Oh yeah.
Just in general, it's I'd rather stay in and hang out with people than go out. But it was fun. It was good.
Yeah.
What about yours? How was your Thanksgiving? You're back in Jersey, right?
I was back in Jersey. It was a good time. Golf got canceled for the first time in 14 years. Our 12-person golf game we do every year.
You do it on Thanksgiving?
On Thanksgiving morning.
I would hate you if I worked at the golf course.
Well, it's only us out there. So the caddy master is always there because he's a crazy person. He's there every single day at his post. It's that's a whole nother story. The guy who's somebody pick up the shit.
That guy.
And then there's 2 caddies who are 50 years old, the lifers who don't have Thanksgiving is meaningless to them.
Fair. That's fair,
right? So it's big bank for them. They're caddying for 12 guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're making a ton. But it was too cold. I wanted to go out.
It was fucking freezing.
I'm all about that. So I think that I can explain my cold because you know what? I love watching football on TV when it's freezing cold. You're watching, you see everybody's breath and stuff. And I always wanted to do that. So I'm just let's play cold weather golf like this. We always do, but never. With the wind chill, it's 15 degrees.
Yeah.
And we had to cancel. So I was just betting on DraftKings and stuff on the football games and lost in Detroit, but won a ton on Dallas. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So the big thing was, Thanksgiving was great. Whatever. We ate, drank, had some fun. But Friday, I went to the Turkey Derby with Mackenzie Dante. And it was it's this fucking at Wall Speedway. I never even knew it was there. It's 10 minutes away from my parents' place. It's just like NASCAR, but it's just house-built cars. And it's a big, go-kart track. And they fucking go about 80 in the circle. And there were some wrecks. And it was loud and freezing.
That's hilarious.
That was a good time. It was just a nightmare fucking temperature. I was I always say, if you're everybody complains oh man, the game's gonna be so cold. If I'm a Bucks fan and we're a cold weather team and I can go to the game, I'm just gonna fucking wear 8 layers of everything, right? And then you'll be fine. God forbid I'm sweating, I'm too hot, I'll just layer off.
honestly, like that's not the problem in that cold weather. It's the hands and the face.
It's in the feet. That's what I forgot. I had no, because I went to Kohl's on Friday morning and bought gloves on Black Friday.
Yeah.
And I got a pretty good deal on them. And they're like fucking $20 gloves, even on Black Friday. So I had the hands ready. I had a beanie. I had my Buccaneers like winter jacket, 3 long sleeve shirts, was like just set. Then I had jeans, regular socks, and Vans. And when we got there, like I was fine up here, but like my feet were numb in 10 minutes once we sat there.
Yeah. See what I do when I go to work, because I'm not like in freezing temperatures, but it's cold enough. I wear basketball shorts under the jeans.
Oh,
because like my calves never get cold. My legs don't really get cold in general. But I wear the basketball shorts just to add another layer, and then I'll wear like longer socks, and then I'll wear like ankle socks like under. Over those, or over under, either way. Yeah, on top of them.
That was the move. It was a simple move. Just momentary lapse of reasoning. Just it was getting all dressed. I'm like, yeah, this is what like you could put me in Green Bay sub-zero temperatures right now, and I'm ready to go. And if you put me in those Green Bay sub-zero temperatures, wouldn't have been able to hang. Like
you would have lost a foot or something.
Yeah, but we learned. So next time it's like 18 degrees and we're playing golf, I know exactly how to dress. But good. All right. So with our Thursday show, we have Talking Flicks 4-pack hybrid, and then our world famous segment. So let's get to the hybrid here. Take it out, Kane. Ugh. Okay. All right. So we got our movie reviews. So we both watched The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which is the new Netflix movie with the Coen brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Wrote it, produced it, directed it. A lot of buzz. Would you like to go first?
Yeah. To start off the movie, you meet this guy Buster Scruggs. I don't know his name.
Buster Scruggs.
Yeah. Fuck him. I just want to say fuck him.
I will say too, before you get into this, I have a score for each of my 6 parts of this thing.
I didn't do that. I should have done that.
Yeah, I totally forgot I did this. Yeah, because I was pissed at this movie. I'll just, before we even get into it. I mean, the opening guy, so it's 6 different stories. Buster Scruggs is the first guy. The whole thing is Showtime tunes, which I sit here and scream into this stupid microphone how much I hate. I hate that more than anything on the planet.
Yeah.
Show tunes.
It's well established in here on these airwaves.
Very well established. And the first thing in this movie was show tunes for a solid 15 minutes. And I like picked up the phone. I was just like, I'm not watching this. I'm not gonna do it. People are like talk me off a ledge. Like, no. It stops after Buster Scruggs.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say about him, I did find it kind of funny how he's just like doing all these like songs and dances, and all of a sudden he just pulls out and just starts headshotting people. Like,
no, yeah, I saw their end game. I saw what they're trying to do.
That was I get that. But to lead off a movie with that, like I get he's a title character, and I get like why they picked his name, because it's kind of like a quirky. Like you hear like the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, like what the hell is that?
Buster Scruggs, like quirky, exactly.
Yeah, it's a little quirky. But to start off a movie like that, like I'm sure they lost plenty of people who just like thought that was the whole movie. And, like,
if I was in theaters, I would have walked out. Like I'm in my own apartment, like I'll give it another. Like same, I probably would have walked out of Hereditary, but it's just Buster Scruggs did a really bad job of like opening this movie. I have soundbite for the first part 0.0 specifically written down for Buster Scruggs.
Okay,
just a 0.
I guess I'll go through and rate him as you rate him too.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Buster Scruggs, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Like,
okay.
Definitely was not a fan of the singing, but I kind of liked all the other shit. How he was just like
he sang a tune. He's just like, this is my movie. I'm Buster Scruggs. Gonna go to town, like and he's just this guy wearing all white, and he looks like an idiot. He's in every Coen brother movie. He's the small guy from Holes, one of the counselors.
Okay,
he's in a ton of it. Yeah,
and I do like the precedent that it set, where like the main characters of these stories most likely, like more often than not, die.
Yeah,
so it kind of set a precedent where it's just like, well, no one's safe.
Yeah, no, it's just the Wild Wild West. I mean, that's like the whole thing is in the same, Wild Wild West, like literally the Wild Wild West part of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And then, he's cool. He's quick with a gun. He kills everybody. He's super accurate. He shot that guy's fingertips off and stuff from like 100 yards away. But he's still singing while he's doing it. So I don't even care about the fucking cool graphics. I'm just like, shut up, shut up, shut up. When does it stop? When does it stop? Like, that's just a terrible way to start a movie for me.
For someone who likes music so much, you really dislike singing.
I would fucking love it if you open up a Wild Wild West with For Whom the Bell Tolls over fucking show tunes. It's show tunes. Yeah. It's not music. Show tunes is different.
That's fair. That's fair.
These jolly fake ass people just like, ah!
You're not that happy, asshole.
You just know, like, why aren't you in Hollywood? Is it because you suck? Is that why you're here? Sick voice, nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you went 5 point what?
Just 5 flat. Just leave
5 flat. Yeah. All right. So to reiterate, 0.0. It's 0. All right. The second chapter here was James Franco.
Yes. Yeah. So he was. He tried
tries to rob a bank.
Yep. Gets met with a crazy guy, crazy bank teller. Who just
it's the guy with the stapler from Office Space.
Yep. That's him.
The guy with the rule book and dodgeball. Great actor.
Yep. That's I love. They have all kinds of actors like scattered throughout this. You're just like, wait, I know that guy from somewhere. And then see, whenever I'm watching a movie like that, I'm always on IMDb. I'm just like looking through, seeing who's who.
Yeah.
What. It's like I know this person from somewhere. But yeah, and it was funny. He goes to rob the bank, and then the guy just comes out dressed in all these different like pots and pans. And he's like shooting them, just deflecting off, and he ends up getting him. And then they go to hang him. He gets caught by the sheriff. They go to hang him, and by the graces of God, he gets saved by a bunch of Indians. Yeah, that kind of Indian, not the Dada Indian. They come in, they slaughter the sheriff and everybody, and he's like free. And then how does he get caught? And then he gets caught again, and he ends up getting hung anyway. But how does it happen again? I forget.
I was waiting for you to finish because I was over the line before.
Oh, what?
I was kind of over the line, but I wasn't. And then you were just like, yeah, that guy, not the dot kind.
Fuck that, man. I was just piggybacking off you. I was just letting you know.
I don't think so. I think that's over the line. That might even give you a punishment challenge. I'll have to check the scoreboard later.
I will not take a punishment challenge.
Fucking play the rest of the podcast under protest then. I don't give a shit.
I will.
It's an over the line till further notice. Yeah, so like you were asking, so after the Indians came back and they were like chased off all the guys who were trying to hang him. One Indian saw him and he pretty much is sitting on top of a horse. And once the horse runs, that's when he fucking drops down and he's going to get hung. But he ended up getting out of there because that guy who was herding sheep shot from like 200 yards away with his handgun and got him down.
Okay. Yeah. And then, and he meets up with him, and it turns out that he actually stole the sheep or the cow or whatever. And then that guy ran away down.
That scene I really liked because I love Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Have you seen it? Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah.
That's my because I don't play Red Dead Redemption, but I watch people play it. Like one of my favorite, like very basic, simple Western movie plots is just like you're an outlaw and there's just like the cops are coming, but wild West cops on horses when you only see like them in a row and you only see their black figures from miles away. It's so cool. You just hear the horses coming, but you have like hours, just like the desert. It's so cool.
It's like the guy in Monty Python running to the castle. You see him off in the distance. She's like, oh no. I got like half an hour before they're here.
You can't, it's just all flat out there. Like you can hide in the hills, but they'll always find you.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then he gets caught again because he stole sheep, and then they hang him officially. And like he's sitting there on the thing, and there's the guy next to him is about to be hung. They're hanging 5 people at a time. He's crying and stuff because he knows he's about to die. And then James Franco's just like, first time, huh? Then they hang them all. That's the end of James Franco's story. Yeah. And at that point, I'm just like, this is the worst fucking movie I've ever seen. Not again. Because this is a Mackenzie special. Mackenzie loves this movie. I hate coming back to him just being like, that movie sucked.
Yeah.
That's tough. No, personally. But I mean, I give this scene a 1.2 sticks of dynamite. So we're through 2 scenes, 1.2.
Damn. This one I'll give a 6.5. I don't know. I like James Franco. I thought it was kind of a funny. Yeah, it was just like kind of funny how he's like, oh, he's finally got saved. You know, he didn't get hung, and then all of a sudden he gets caught again. And it's just like, and his like last words, just like, oh, that's a pretty girl.
Yeah. Doesn't this whole thing at this point, because I don't even play it, like I said, but Red Dead Redemption, doesn't this whole thing just seem like they're following 6 characters like in the land that is in Red Dead Redemption? It's just like the same Wild West, but like 6 different stories. Like that's why I was so pissed in the beginning. I'm like, how is this ever going to dovetail? It's just like, oh, he was just in the movie for 15 minutes and he got hung twice. And they got him on the second one. Like, all right. Next guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like a little. It's like an anthology. It really, they put it together as a movie, but I don't know. It was just
I mean, they put it together as a TV show and then just like said, "Fuck it, we're putting it into a movie."
No, like it could have been a TV show. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they just like if they made each one of those a little bit longer and kind of expanded on it a little bit.
Yeah,
they could have definitely made like a little like mini series out of it. But they just.
But then it would have been like 4 hours long. I guess they had the deal to make a movie.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like if they made it where it's like a 6-part thing where like the first part's like half an hour, which if a half-hour Buster Scruggs, I would have definitely been out.
Oh, fucking 10 minutes! I was about to kill myself. Not even just turn it off. Just like I cannot do this.
I can't go on.
Especially like Western musicals. You know, you get the guy on the piano, like just like jiggling around. You get the girls with the fucking big poofy skirts. They're kicking their legs up and stuff. Somebody's dancing on the piano, and he's usually singing. And it's just like, gather around, y'all, and like this, that. You're just like, oh my god, shut the fuck up!
Like a combination of like country and like show tunes.
It's a combination of shit and blood.
Oh, you know all about that, don't you?
Anyway,
so
all right, okay. So our next chapter here was Liam Neeson.
This one was dark.
I like this one.
Yeah, this one.
This is where we get some good scores coming up here.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, basically, Liam Neeson has the stump that he carries around. This guy, he's got no arms, no legs. But he's a very talented orator. That's like what you would call it. Like, he gives like not even like he reenacts like speeches and like monologues and shit.
Yeah, well, the same one the entire time.
Yeah,
like, he never changes it up.
There's a couple in there because he actually, I mean, the first one that he starts off with is Ozymandias, which I remember because it was from Breaking Bad. Yeah,
you owe me a beer.
All right, I'll get you on the flip side.
Thanks.
And then he was like, at one point, it was like 407 years ago. He was doing like the Abe Lincoln thing or whatever. So yeah, he was bouncing around, but basically they just go town to town, and he just like sets him up on a stool and just like.
Liam Neeson was basically a roadie for this no arms, no legs Matt guy. What's that joke? What do you call a guy with no arms, no legs and like does something? The answer is Matt. Well, you know that joke.
He just lays there.
I forget the punchline. But yeah. But he's just like pretty much a preacher. They bring him around in this puppet show looking like food truck, basically. And then they just go from Western town to town, and he just preaches whatever he's preaching. And the crowds that are seeing him get smaller and smaller. Mm-hmm. And Liam Neeson at one of the venues, after there's only like one guy left watching this guy repeat the same nonsense, the no arms, no legs guy, he sees another guy with like a food truck looking booth, and he's putting up a gambling chicken or rooster.
Yeah. It was a chicken that could like do math.
That's what it was. Do math. And then Liam Neeson bought the chicken from the guy, drove the fucking cart out like on their way or with the horses out to wherever they were going next, stopped it, and pretty much just dumped.
Yeah, he just like stopped
the guy down off a bridge.
Yeah, he just like kind of stopped, like looked around and didn't see anybody, and just like, all right, let's go, Matt. Let's go.
Well, he was kind of like his like slave in a way.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird relationship because like at first she was like, oh, he's like looking after him. It's like, well, no, he's kind of just using him to make money.
Exactly. I mean, like that's got to be a lot of maintenance. I mean, like wiping ass, like that's the first.
That's true. He had to like kind of
no arms.
He had to take a piss at one point. He was just like kind of like holding him. He was like, here, piss over there. Like, I guess he had to take his dick out. Like, I don't know how that works.
It's like walking around with like a picture frame of somebody, you know,
that eats pisses and shits.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I mean, and it's crazy to think like back then, like now, like, I'm sure if someone was born like that now or something happened when they lost all their limbs, like there'd be, hospitals or places they can go. It's like back then, like,
Back then, you just got to deal with it.
Yeah, like what would you do? Like if you were just born, like if someone didn't like had a baby with no arms and no legs, and it was just like, well, I'm just gonna throw this in the garbage.
I'm going to sell that thing to the circus and make a ton of money off of it.
You can sell it to the circus. Yeah, that's the only option. I mean,
I gave birth to a freak. That's not nice. just kidding. But kind of, you are a freak if you have no arms, no legs. You walk around. I've seen those motivational speakers. They're good guys, but I mean, come on, you look terrible. Disgusting.
That's
great
no
face.
Line. That's
okay. Yeah, traveled too deep into that joke. It wasn't even that.
I was gonna let it slide, but you kept going.
It's very. I mean, it's no arms and no legs. I mean, like,
I mean,
no way I'd be a motivational speaker.
No,
I would be standing up there just being like, oof.
I just like lay face down in a puddle.
Have you ever seen Wild Wild West with Will Smith?
Yeah, back in the day. I don't
Remember
really
the villain who I'm pretty sure he had no legs. He was just midsection up, but he definitely had arms, but he just had that big spider thing.
I remember the spider thing. That's the only thing I remember from that movie. Was that giant spider thing.
Yeah, the
Was
bad
that
guy.
him? That was the bad guy.
Yeah. He pretty much he had no legs, but he had his arms. So it's not so bad. Okay. All right. So Liam Neeson, I gave an 8.1 to that whole sequence.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.2.
Yeah.
It was solid.
It was interesting, but it's coming off of two pieces of shit. Like,
Yeah.
It's
the mermaid effect.
What's that again?
The mermaid effect.
Yeah.
When it's just like when you like if you have like no, maybe not the mermaid effect. That's not what I'm looking at. There's some movie where they talk about like if you have like an average looking chick with like a bunch of like ugly chicks, then
we've talked about that.
Yeah.
You look better around a whole bunch of like fatzos.
Yeah,
exactly. Like somewhat skinny.
Yeah,
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So what do we got next?
Old Prospector in the gold country, digging for gold. I loved this. So it just starts with this old prospector with his donkey coming through the pine trees, and all of a sudden he sees like this most beautiful, like I think that might have been the most beautiful land I've ever seen in a film.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. Now, do you think that was actually like an actual location they went to?
Oh yeah, I was staring at it like I'm like, this is a fucking like yeah. Like this is somewhere on the West Coast that's just like a perfect untouched piece of ground.
Yeah, it reminds me of on Reddit, like one of the pages that like when I first made my account that they had me like subscribe to was like Earth porn or something, and like the pictures that they have on there are like that. Like they're like, oh, like here's like Yosemite National Park at sunset, and it's just like crazy colors and trees. Like that's what it reminded me of, like one of those places.
It was glorious looking, and then like you find out it's it's Wild West, the gold rush, San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah,
way later. But this old prospector, whenever this is taking place, he was first to like really. He had a feeling.
Yeah,
the whole like first half of his like we'll call it 30 minutes was him mining, looking for gold. He finally finds it, and he finds a fucking gold mine, like literally a gold mine. And then his pal, who I guess tracked him down and knew where he was going, shot him in the back. He played dead for like a solid smoke and a half because the guy rolled up a cigarette, had it, realizing like what the old prospector dug up and what he's about to have. And as he goes down into the mine, the old prospector comes up, and he's just out of nowhere. This old man just starts like.
He's got that old man strength. He's got that old man strength. He just overpowered.
Oh yeah, and then he ends up killing the fucker who shot him in the back. And long story short, he gets the gold and gets out of there.
Yeah,
but like there were so many different things that were beautiful with that scene. Like the owl. He goes up. It's like in Almost Heroes. I don't know if you've seen it when he has to go up and get the eggs of the eagle. So he finds the owl's nest and goes up and sees the owl in the tree across like the lake, just staring at him. He puts it back in the nest. And right then and there, the owl was just like, I respect this man. I can go down there and have scrambled eggs right now. But like he left my eggs alone.
Yeah. Well, he still took one.
But she was just like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I have like
compromise.
6. Yeah.
Compromise. Yeah. No, I mean, this one, I thought it was interesting to see like the actual process of how they used to search for gold, because I never really knew. Like that's how they did it.
You got a mine.
Like I knew that they would like sit in the river, and like I thought it was a totally different thing. I thought they had like like the pasta strainers.
Yeah.
I thought they had one of those, and they would hold them in the water, and the gold would come through the water.
That's what they do.
No, well, he see, like what I gathered from it is they would dig, and then they would take the dirt, and they would like rinse it off in the water, and then if they saw gold in there, like little specks, they'd be like, okay, there's gold around here somewhere. Yeah. And then they start digging.
Yeah.
I thought they just gathered all the gold from the water. I thought they just like.
Oh no! Yeah, you got to mine it somehow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We should do like. I wonder if people still do that.
We should go mining for gold.
We should move to California and just start mining gold.
I'm with it, man. For the content, yeah.
We'll spend like 2 weeks. We wouldn't find anything. Imagine we do that and we just like sell our share to Jared or something. Like Kay comes in with a bid.
Oh, I was like, who fucks Jared?
the fucking
yeah.
What's the thing? Yeah. The Gallery of Jewelry. I don't know.
Every kiss begins with K.
Yeah, that's a classic. I'm a Jared guy.
Yeah.
I don't have to buy many rings or anything, but if I were to be a guy who has to buy jewelry, I'd probably go to Jared. He seems like he knows what he's talking about.
Buy some diamond stud cock rings.
Oh, all right. So Old Prospector, I gave a 9.1.
Yeah, I'll give this one 6.9.
Okay,
solid.
All right, and then 2 chapters left here. The Girl That Got Rattled was the second to last one. So remember the girl who was rattled? She was moving with her brother.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought that was the last one. Yeah, okay.
It's like the Western, old Wild West version of a caravan.
The Oregon Trail.
Yeah, the Oregon Trail. Yeah. Exactly. And she's going to marry somebody. She's never met him, but he's like a fair man. I don't know. She doesn't know. Then her brother, who's setting that whole thing up, dies.
He dies like day 2 of the trip.
Day 2. How did he die again? Did
he just like died overnight? Like they woke up and he was just dead. Like
yeah.
He had like a little.
He had a little what? Oh, you're frozen.
I think
you froze. I'm sorry.
I think he had like a. Am I still frozen?
No, you're good now.
Okay. I think he had like a little cough or something.
Yeah, just like me. That could be me tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, back then, without medicine or whatever, like you just wake up dead.
Yeah. Like I have Alka-Seltzer Plus in there. I'm first timer to Alka-Seltzer Plus. It was a desperation move. It was nothing.
Yeah, no, that's for like if your stomach's upset, isn't it?
It said cold and flu.
Oh, I don't know. I never use Alka-Seltzer.
I'm an idiot.
I always knew that like if you fed it to birds, they explode because birds can't pass gas.
Oh yeah, the same with the Sierra Mist on a French fry. I've heard that one too.
I've never heard that one. What is?
I've heard if you just like douse French fries and Sierra Mist and all the carbonation goes into the seagulls, they explode. I think that was an urban legend. I don't think that.
I mean, I'm sure if you give them enough Sierra Mist, it might happen. But like just one French fry's worth, I don't know if that's.
No, definitely not enough. No, you see birds explode all over the place. All right, so the girl got rattled. This guy, cowboy, we'll call him a cowboy. He's hot, sexy, great guy, means well, falls in love with this chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
They almost killed the dog. Okay, so I was about to lose it on that one, but I knew they didn't have the balls. Because the brother had a dog, the thing was barking all the time. Now that he's dead, they're just like, can we kill the dog? She's like, sure. He takes it out to go fucking Old Yeller style it, and then he misses twice because the dog's skimmered. And then he's just head over heels for this girl now. It's been what, one day together?
No, they were like there was a time lapse. They were traveling.
A couple few days. We'll call it a few days.
Yeah,
8 days. We'll call it one Hanukkah. One Hanukkah.
One Hanukkah's worth of traveling. I mean the thing is back then. I mean this guy. He was like basically like the guide of the Oregon Trail, right? He brought them back and forth safely. And I guess when you're on the road like that, and most people like not many single women traveling, and that consumes your whole life. You don't have like a social life. It's not like, oh, I go home at the end of the day. It's like, no, this is like a couple week-long journey, like through the middle of nowhere. So he finally found a single girl, and he's like, look, I don't want to do this forever. I want to settle down.
Yeah.
And the girl even said, like, I don't think the guy that I was meeting, like my brother's friend, like, I don't think he knows that I was supposed to marry him. I think the brother just assumed and brought her.
Oh, yeah, exactly what happened.
Yeah. So he was just like, yeah, let's just get married. And she was
like, I don't even know if this guy exists that I'm going to. But she was also just like, I don't know if I want to just marry you. I've only known you for 8 days, one Hanukkah. Like, but on the other hand, I'm going to marry this guy who I don't even know if he exists. So at least I know that you exist and you seem to be a nice guy. Let's get married. Let's do it. Then she dies, and then it's just heartbreaking. How did she?
Yeah. Well, so
no, wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no. So she didn't die. So this would happen. She was wandering off somewhere. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. And the old timer, right? The guy,
captain,
that was like friend. One of the other guides. Yeah. He didn't say a word the entire time.
Just a bunch of
yeah. So he goes out to find her, and then after he goes to find her, a bunch of the Indians come along, and
like doing front flips.
He's like, oh no, we got a fight in our hands, and he like sets up the saddle of the horse, and he puts the gun on top, and they're like up on top of the hill, and they keep riding in, and he keeps picking them off, and he gives the girl a gun. He's like, listen, if they get to us,
shoot him in the head.
Yeah, just shoot me, and then shoot yourself or whatever. Shoot yourself, like, because they're gonna have some fun with you first. And they basically hold him off and there's one guy left that ends up knocking the old timer down, and she gets scared
And she kills herself.
and she kills herself. But he ends up surviving, and he goes back and he just sees her there at the bullet hole right in the head. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
just hit me right in the gut. Just right, little gut punch. This is actually my favorite story out of all of them.
And then Mr. Romance had to go find out.
We didn't see how he found out, but like if you saw, because it was supposed to be like you were reading a book, like each new story had like a page and it would turn. And I don't know if you read the last line on the page at the end of the story, but it's just like Mr. So and so was just saying, because like the guy was riding towards him to see what happened. The guy was supposed to marry the girl. He was like riding towards the old timer, and he's like, and he just sat there and wondered how he's going to tell him what happened. And once I was like, how do you tell somebody that?
Yeah.
Hey, your fiance,
your brand new fiance. She's dead and she killed herself.
Yep.
Was that your fault?
yeah, exactly. That was a tough one, but yeah, this is my favorite one. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Okay, I gave it a 4.1. I think I was still busy. I think I was still really bitter about Buster Scruggs in the opening at this point, and I love the old prospector. Then this one, like, I don't know. It had a really good ending, but I just like the build up to it all. I was just like, where are we going with this? Because this is obviously going to be a longer story, like this and that.
Yeah. You got a truck up?
I'm just looking at this guy. He's going reverse on my one-way stream. I'm trying to record a podcast. I'm sick. I'm playing hurt. And then, like, I don't need the distractions.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gave it 4.1. It was all right. The ending, I was just like, damn, but I didn't get into it. Like, I didn't buy in for that kind of an ending. I was just like, yeah.
Now let me ask you, if the guy proposed to another guy, would you have been more invested?
Yes. 100%, because that would have caught my eye. That would have been like, whoa, we got a little Brokeback situation. But I mean, like, that's expected. Like in all gay movies like that, like, you know, one of them dies. It's always heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Or it just doesn't work out. And then if you make a movie where it does work out, it sucks. So you had to make it like that. So that would have been way better, you know. But
yeah.
4.1. Okay. And then the last chapter here, The Mortal Remains is what it was called. It's pretty much two rich folks and two, what you eventually find out, bounty hunters sitting together in like a taxi cab bag of horses going to the same hotel.
Yeah.
Like a 15 to 20 minute conversation of like those two personalities mixing it up in a taxi cab. Two hitmen and two like lady and gentlemen on Titanic. Like it was pretty interesting.
Do you know who the big hitman was?
Yeah, he's the guy from LaBouche.
Yep. He was the
and Braveheart.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, no, this one was good too. I actually forgot about this one. So I thought the Oregon Trail one was the last one.
This movie's so bad up to this point that you're just like, oh my god, when is it over?
Yeah, no, I like the one guy was creepy as fuck. The guy with the curly twisty mustache
that
or
was
whatever.
Fucking
when he went on that whole like little rant, because it was like a normal conversation most of the time. I mean, there was the one guy, like the beaver trapper guy that was just like, covered in furs, and it was just like, and then like the real proper lady, and there was the French guy, and they were just, you know, having the little, like, exactly what kind of conversation you would imagine if there was like a stuck up like rich cunt, and then like a French, I don't know what he was, like a businessman or whatever, pussy, and then like just some wild man. Just imagine what their conversation would be. It's exactly what it was, but
he's like wild man, where he's just like, like, you know, we're in the times where a bounty hunter is like a very legitimate profession, but he's just like, I like to look into their eyes when I do it. Like, see like the life get taken out of him. It's like, oh boy, you're a fucking serial killer with a cop badge, basically.
And also the whole the guy driving the carriage that wouldn't stop. Like that gave me a real Sleepy Hollow vibe.
I was looking at it, I was screaming Jeepers Creepers, but yeah, it's probably more, like a Headless Horseman.
Right, exactly. That's what I kind of got, just because like you never really saw his face, and he was just like vigorously.
Yeah, but he had long hair and was blowing in the wind, so that's why I was just like,
no head. Yeah, that's fair.
Zombies driving the ship.
I've never seen Jeepers Creepers.
Oh man, I like both of them are really good. Both, like, you know, it's like the same exact entertainment value as both The Hills Have Eyes. Just the first two Hills Have Eyes. You get the same exact kind of out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, maybe we'll give it to me.
Totally worth it. Yeah. So I gave it a 4.1. bad score. Because I was fed up at this point. It was 2-hour movie. I started at 7. I'm just like, fuck! Like, my night is ruined, and I'm sick, and like I kind of wanted to just like chill back and maybe take some NyQuil and like play Madden. But no, I had to sit here and watch this stupid movie. So I averaged all the scores of the 6 parts of the movie, and the average is 4.4 sticks of dynamite. So overall, for the Ballad of Buster piece of shit, is 4.4 sticks of dynamite, which I think is generous.
Okay. I like this movie a lot more than you did. Not a lot more. But I'm going with a 6.5. I mean, I thought it wasn't anything special. It kept me entertained for most of it.
I think it was special. I just think it sucked at really try. Like, they had a great point, but there was too much like just garbage, like annoying garbage. Like, I could deal with garbage, but like garbage that smells. Like, I don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't have time to get to your point because you fucked me over the first 20 minutes.
Yeah. If they took Buster Scruggs out and just made each like one like 5 minutes longer or whatever, I think it would have been a lot better.
This movie was a Bucks game. This is exactly what I said to Mackenzie. I said this game, it's 31-3 at half. And then we come all the way back. It's 31-28. And then they score a touchdown. And then it ends up 38-28. And the game is over. That's what that movie was. Never had a chance.
That would be the perfect analogy.
Never had a chance.
Yeah.
You knew it would come back because of the Coen brothers, but like, I'm already too pissed off. I hate this fucking movie. Mine's made up. It's going to take a ton.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And they definitely didn't make up totally for it. A couple of the skits I really liked, standalone, but overall it was just slightly above average.
Yep.
One thing I did like about some of the later stories is like how they made you, especially like with the Oregon Trail one, how they got you invested in the characters in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
That's you gotta, give them some points for that. The fact that, a 15 little minute skit to actually have to actually be like, when that girl died at the end, I was upset.
Yeah. And you only knew her for like 9 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You knew her for 8 days of Hanukkah.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, to be able to get you invested in the characters like that, I think I'll give him some credit for that. But see, man, these Netflix movies,
that's why I didn't trust it in the first place.
I can't. There's so many Netflix movies that like I'll watch.
Well, Adam Sandler ruined it because we had to move on, but I will talk on this point. Is Adam Sandler basically invented the Netflix movie, and you and I both agree they're very entertaining movies. But like, to the perspective is they're terrible pieces of shit. And he's done like 20 of them and made like $1 billion.
Yeah.
So people are just like, I want to get on board with that. So now people are just like, Netflix is going to give you a ton of money to make a piece of shit, held back movie. It's not going to be like a motion picture. It's a fake film.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, a lot of the movies I've seen, like halfway through, it's just like I'm sitting there, I'm just like, I don't care about this movie anymore.
Yeah. No, this is a real movie. Like, I want to, if I'm seeing like a new movie and it's like on my TV, I could buy it. It better be $14.99. That's when I know I'm like seeing a real movie. Yeah. When it's free on Netflix and you get a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm just like, I don't buy it. No way.
Is that what this got?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Way too high. Way too high.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm sure there's some kind of like,
well, everybody loves theater. That's why this world sucks now.
I was gonna say there's probably some kind of like technical, like film, like reason behind it. I don't know. Musicals. So let's move on from Buster Scrotum.
All right, new movie, Simons. You are gonna watch Love, Simon.
Okay,
it's free on HBO. It's just a joy. It's just it's a gay movie, but it's like not. It's not. It's the least gay one I've given you. It's you're gonna love it. Like I can put a Tom Heavy stamp of approval, guarantee that you will love this movie.
Okay, all right. Love, Simon. I'm giving you Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
Yes. So basically, this guy is kind of like a Google founder kind of guy. He owns like a big tech company, and he's working on this like super crazy AI, and he brings one of his employees in to test it out, whatever. I don't want to give too much away. But actually, cousin J-Mac just started up the Slice and Dice Dreadcast again. This was one of the first movies they did. They're doing like, it's not so much all horror anymore. They're doing like Black Mirror, like mixed in with like a couple movies, movies here and there.
Tell J-Mac, if you're listening, mix in a couple farts.
Get some farts in there.
Get some farts in there.
Get some farts in there. Everyone loves farts. But no, it's pretty good. I mean, they got a new co-host. It's him, his buddy Joey, and this guy Bill. They're both from the Horror Mafia podcast, which J-Mac goes on also. But yeah, you guys should check it out. It's good stuff. Especially after watching this movie. It's fun.
Make sure you tell your friends about our podcast first.
Yeah, tell them and then go tell them about Slice and Dice. It's funny though, because I actually watched this movie, and then like the next day he's like, "Oh, like we just recorded our first episode. It's up." And I was like, "Oh, cool. What's it on?" And he goes, "Ex Machina." I was like, "Just watched that for the first time yesterday." So it was a crazy timing, but yeah, Ex Machina.
Right. Cool.
Joe Rogan's favorite movie.
La Machina.
Or one of them.
I'll take care of that at some point before the next Thursday show. All right. Question number 1 of the 4-pack here in the hybrid. What used to be super common in movies that you just don't see anymore?
Kind of sticking with the same theme of Buster Scruggs' Song and Dance.
What? It's all over the place.
No. Not the way, like, it used to be.
Oh, like just in any movie?
Yeah, like if you watch like Abbott and Costello or like a Three Stooges movie, like there's always like a 10-15 minute like song and dance routine just like thrown in the middle of it. Like, what are we doing here?
No,
Like,
it's the worst, isn't it? It's the worst, isn't it?
Yeah, it's literally every time that happens, I just fast forward. Like I cannot sit there and listen to. It's like in Thing of the Wooden Soldiers, like a little
Martha Wooden Soldiers, yeah,
the little Bo Peep, little Bo Peep. Like get out of my face, bro.
Yeah. Those aren't even that bad. If it sounds like it's like 1940s, just like with the weird violin, it's really old.
Yeah,
there's a time and place for that, but like now, the theatrics of singing a song like that, just shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah,
shut up.
But I mean that, and also smoking. Like there's still smoking in movies, but it's usually like a bad guy that's smoking.
Oh, always.
Yeah, but it's like back in the day, everyone was just like sitting around smoking.
Yeah, because I mean, like our generation. I mean, when we were 16, 17, well, how old were we in college? 18. Yeah. Trailer Park Boys was like our thing, and that show's all about smoking cigarettes and dope, drinking beer, and getting drunk, and just gonna eat mozzarella sticks and chicken fingers, and call that a day. But I have just like little to zero CGI, like where you don't have the technology to be able to like do these incredible like Avatar movies and shit.
Yeah,
but you come up with an interesting story. That's when movies get better, in my opinion, because a creative director gets creative. Like Jaws, they had the mechanical shark. They couldn't put the CGI in. So they just like whenever the music started playing, you just knew he was around. They didn't even have to show you the shark. You build it up in your imagination. You terrify yourself. Same with The Exorcists. They didn't do. They had zero like those 70s movies. They went on a huge run.
Yeah, or even like was it Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah, you remember that was the first thing you talked about. You're just like, holy shit, like that. Like you have to get like creative. Like CGI, it may look great, but it's fucking fake. That's why I refuse to see any of the new Jurassic Park movies. The last Jurassic Park movie I saw was the third. I saw 1, 2, and 3. It's a trilogy in my brain. Yeah. But now when I see it, it's just way too over the top computer graphics. Like they used to do the claymation for the 90s one, and they made it look perfect.
It was like it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was claymation. I think it was like animatronics. But still, it's like an actual physical like thing. It's not just like you're like acting with like a green screen behind you. Like it's actual physical like robot.
Exactly.
Walking and shit. No, I agree with that. And even like. Yeah, no, just some of the, like seeing something there is just different than just like.
But do you think The Exorcist, like if somebody like if fucking whatever, like a good director now with CGI, if he was making The Exorcist in the scene when her head spins around, like it would nothing could top what they did in the 70s. Like they had to like create a perfectly looking doll that looked exactly like Linda Blair and have like it spin around perfectly.
That's why like going back to Hereditary, one of the. Like the ending, like I just thought it was too over the top. It was too like ridiculous when she's like crawling on the ceiling, banging her head on the ceiling. Yeah. That's just. It became
every kind of other horror story. I still loved it.
A great movie. I'm not trying to take anything away from it, but yeah, just like stuff like that where it's just like, okay, that's clearly not real.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if it's probably impossible to get back to those roots. Movie studios are probably just like absolutely not. Like it's probably to budget like a mechanical shark over like computer generated ones.
It's probably just so much easier to do it too. Like computer,
Jaws is a nightmare to make. They couldn't you can't do that in open season. The mechanical shark. It all had to be done 10 feet off the shore, where they just angled the cameras to make it look like they're in the middle of the water.
Yeah, especially the scenes on the boat, because I heard they were
fucking going all back and forth, up
it
and
was
down,
rocking and
bobbing, yeah. But that's what we need to get back. I had Alien written down too. That movie was terrifying. Yeah. I didn't remember any sort of fake looking shit in that one. But anyway, all right, because we gotta move a little fast because we took way too much time on that fucking bullshit movie.
That piece of shit.
Plus just Skags. Yeah. What fictional movie occupation would you love to have? As in a job, fake job.
I want to be Paulie in Rocky.
Paulie.
He just I don't know.
Who did Pedro Martinez throw to the ground when we brawled with the Red Sox back in the day?
Zimmer.
Don Zimmer. He was basically Don Zimmer.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of there. I guess he was kind of a manager. I don't know exactly what he did, but he just kind of moved into his mansion with them. Once he got money, he just hung around. Just
he's his buddy.
Yeah, just didn't have to do anything. Just kind of.
That's a good deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he ended up doing that great anyway, though, because Paulie was always poor and
depressed
but he was in Rocky IV. He loved that robot though.
Exactly. He had the robot. So I mean, it's more than I have. So
yeah. Exactly. I have Gentleman from Titanic, because you don't really, everybody just does you never really hear what they do. You're pretty much born into it.
You just live a lifestyle. That's it.
You're born into it. So that's what I would want to be. But I'd be cool. You remember Kathy Bates in Titanic, which she was really cool with Leo?
Yeah.
I'd be like that. I go down to the poor people and have a cigarette with them. It's hey guys, it's not gonna filet mignon for you.
Yeah. throw him a bone.
I also twisted one up, pass it to him. Just mingle with the guys. That's a cool gentleman.
Yeah,
he's not a stick up your butt kind of gentleman. Good guy. But then you get all the perks of you don't have to do a single thing. You're just gonna be a gentleman. Yeah.
What a fucking racket. The fucking aristocrats of
oh my god,
England and shit.
Bloodline. Oh my god, yeah. That's how you raise fucking terrible people. Bloodline. Yeah. Just be no, you don't have to do a thing. We got you all hooked up.
Yep. It's we're better than you. We don't have to do anything. And then they all end up fucking each other, and they all get fucking celiac disease or whatever the fuck. Where they just it's all inbreeding and shit.
Ugh.
That's what happened with the royal family. I mean,
they inbred?
Well, they're not fully inbred, but the royal family of England, and then the who the czars used to be in Russia, and then the old royal family of Germany, before World War I. They were all related, and they would all just marry. Okay, you marry that cousin over there, and they were all the same family. The royal family in England is actually technically German.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, the fact that there even is a royal family is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
they're not monarchs anymore. I don't even know what they do over there. Them in their parliament, they're like us, but they try to be fancy with the tea.
People just freak out about their weddings and their kids. That's all it is. It's just
did you see what Prince Harry was wearing? It's shut the fuck up.
Every time there's a wedding, everyone wakes up at 4 a.m. to watch. It's why? Why do you care? I don't want to see weddings of people that I'm related to. Why would I want to watch weddings of these pasty motherfuckers across an ocean?
If I'm being forced to wake up at 4 a.m. to watch the royal wedding, you better believe that I'm smoking some meat. I'm if I'm up at this hour, I'm going to put some brisket on a smoker right now, and then we're actually going to make this into a party.
I thought that was a sexual thing.
No. If you're up in the middle of the night and you're going to be watching an event like that, throw a brisket meat in a smoker and just let it ride until 1. More than that, mid dinner.
Or no, what you do is you throw it in after dinner the night before, and you let it smoke until 4 a.m. so you have a reason to be up.
Oh, it's a dangerous game. I wouldn't be able to sleep if you just keep a grill on, basically.
Well, you don't sleep. You just go through, and then you go to sleep after the wedding.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, because you don't actually want to watch it at all because it's a stupid fucking thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to be a gentleman on the Titanic. Titanic not sinking, just the lifestyle. I wish I lived that life without getting on the Titanic.
Yeah.
But I would love to be there to see the, everything.
It's watch it from another boat.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah,
that looks bad. We should probably help them.
Yeah. I don't want to go on the Titanic and live on a lifeboat like as a gentleman. I'd probably look pussy. But all right. So question 5 here. Not 5, 3. What's a phenomenal movie that's been sort of forgotten about?
I went with The Patriot.
Oh.
I don't know if it's really
forgotten about The Patriot.
There's it doesn't get talked about enough, I feel like. It was a great movie. It was a long movie, but it was great. Because I don't know, it just does. I feel like it doesn't get talked about a lot.
It doesn't. I mean, like, well, Braveheart really overshadowed. I mean, it's in the Mel Gibson tree.
Right, that was Mel Gibson's hot streak right there.
Nobody likes to talk about Gibson movies.
Yeah, because he
That's
said
the big
some
thing.
things,
Yeah,
you know,
he did. Oof.
he said some things about Jews, but we've also said some things about Jews. So who are we to judge?
Not like he has.
No. He took it a little bit farther, but
No, he was a dick. But I mean, it's an undeniably great movie. I was like Braveheart happened. It was a little underwhelming compared to Braveheart, in my opinion, because I think it's the best movie of all time. But I mean, I originally had Apocalypto written down, which is another Mel movie. But I think it just shows that there's a common theme of like Mel puts out gold.
Yeah,
people can't talk about it because he's a terrible guy.
Yeah, I mean,
he might be a terrible guy, but his movies are really fucking good.
Patriot, Apocalyptico, Passion, What Women Want.
The one where there was the pacifist who was in the war and he fucking saved all those guys.
Fuck that movie. Fuck that guy. Fuck
Andrew. Fuck you.
I hate everything about that movie. That movie is made up. I don't care what you say. That's not
Mother's worse. Story. Mother's worse.
No. Oh my god.
Worst movie I've ever seen. We're not getting into it because I've only seen it like once, and I like not even close to like the top 5 Mel Gibson movies I've ever seen.
No, yeah,
directed. Yeah, so it was all right. I hate that kid, the main actor from Social Network. That kid sucks at acting.
Yeah. I hate that kid, Andrew Garfield. He was
great looking guy.
He was one of the Spider-Man.
Incredible looking guy. Like, oh my god, the things I would do to that guy in a bedroom. Wow. But acting game, yikes.
He's just a little fucking weasel.
He's a weasel.
He's a little weasel.
I don't like him. I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
Good.
We can agree on that.
Good. I have Team America World Police. That movie, like, we could talk about it a lot, but like in the general, like, just of everybody here, like, that is one of the most perfect movies I've ever seen when it comes to satire on this country.
Yeah,
like, it really gets it gets everybody who's an idiot into one movie and they're puppets.
Yeah, and it's kind of applicable to like what's going on today, because I mean, obviously it's a different Kim, but it was, you know, North Korea, the whole Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il, whatever. Like, it just we're kind of going through that again.
Exactly, and like all the Hollywood stars instead of you know, what's
Matt Damon, with the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, it's instead of fucking United Nations,
the Film Actors Guild, right?
Film Actors Guild, yeah. FAG. So it's like a hybrid of the Screen Actors Guild and the United Nations, and they're all just sitting there like they're all so important, and they talk about what they should do about Kim Jong-un, but none of it matters. It's genius.
Yeah.
And like all we're gonna do is go in there and fucking bomb shit and like take care of business. But then like where it's like, yeah, we did it, and the whole town is destroyed. There's like music. I hate musicals, but they do a great job with it. That's my one fucking. They get grandfathered in.
My favorite part of that movie is when the guy has to sneak into like the terrorist like base, and he comes up and he's just like, Durka Muhammad.
And it's like, Durka Durka. It's like so blatantly offensive, but like that's why nobody wants to talk about it. And like, you know, it was a total bomb in the box office. Like they lost a ton of money on that movie. So that's why I kind of went under. But like that movie is a fucking 10. That movie is so classic.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. So let's get to our final question here before we hit our segments. So this should be a quick one. This is just like throw it out and who let the best man win by the bomb squad. Who's the best narrator? Who's got the best narration voice?
So I have 2 answers here, right?
There's only like 5. There's like a 5 bracket here.
So hear me out. I wasn't gonna go with Morgan Freeman because he's the obvious one.
Yeah. I
went with James Earl Jones. Right. He's got that voice, that deep, that Mufasa voice, you know, like whatever. So I went with him out of people that are already narrators. But if I had to pick someone who doesn't narrate, I'm going Joe Pesci. I want him narrating everything in my life. I want him to narrate my life.
Yeah.
Or narrate like a nature documentary. Hey, look at this line over here.
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm so used to seeing him in movies and just having like Ray Liotta actually like commentate what he's doing. But I went with I feel like it was Neil Tyson DeGrassi. With Morgan Freeman, like the big guys, like, you know, those are the 2. And I mean, I am a huge Liev Schreiber guy. Liev Schreiber, he does the Hard Knocks.
Oh,
yeah, he does he does Hard Knocks. He's done a lot of narration. Like his voice for narrating is perfect. He does a lot of NFL films.
Yeah, I always forget it's him because like the only thing I've ever really watched him in a lot is Ray Donovan, and he's got the real heavy Boston accent.
Exactly.
So like I don't like put 2 and 2 together.
Yep. he does an incredible Frozen Tundra highlight. Like it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But all right, so we got to hit our world famous segments. So hit it, Taylor Hicks. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh God, everything tastes like dog shit.
Tastes like sick.
I know. Piss my piss jug. You see the Mets are trying to trade for Robinson Cano?
Yeah, so such like a Mets move. I'm hoping because we got linked to him also. I hope that doesn't happen.
He's about to be 36.
I know, and he just got busted for steroids.
Yeah.
And he's got a whole bunch of money we owe him. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen.
We're going to get Daniel Murphy, and everything's going to be all good.
I think we need more than Daniel Murphy.
Yes, you do.
No, I mean I wouldn't mind having him. Saying I think we need more than him.
He's the perfect player to have on the New York Yankees. Consistent. He's a lefty. To get the short porch. His defense might suck, but I mean everybody else's defense sucks too. So
yeah, that's why we should get someone with the glove. I feel like we don't need more bats. Like we have bats, we can hit.
Yeah, we just need clutch bats.
We need pitching and defense. Yeah, I still think we need Machado.
Oh, my entire head hurts when I do that. Okay.
Let's get this ripping and roaring.
Hold on. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get on with these segments. Segment number 1, a classic, Ask a Gay. I think you asked me to put one in a couple of days ago. Popped in my brain today. Do you have one stirring?
Did I? What did I ask? I have one. I'm just trying to remember if there's one in particular I wanted to ask. All right. Yeah. So, what's your stance on Ookie Cookie?
What do you mean? Saying it?
No, like the game, Ookie Cookie, Limp Biscuit, whatever the fuck.
What's an Ookie Cookie again?
Soggy bagel. So when everyone stands around a cookie and like jerks off, and the last person to come has to eat it.
Oh no! Listen, I don't know if we've ever talked about this. We've done a lot of Ask a Gays. Semen grosses me the fuck out.
Yeah, semen's gross.
Oh, like it's in every gay porn. They eat it, and I'm like, oh, I'm sure it's like in every straight porn. I'm like, I just like.
Yeah, I don't like they have like the whole there's like the cream pie thing, and then like there's like this sometimes when the girls just like start playing with it in their mouth, like with their hands, like pulling out their mouth, like what do you no stop? That's like just either swallow it. I'd rather just see them swallow. I don't want to see it like I don't mind the money shots, whatever, that's fine. But like, when they play with it and they like
I mean, it turns me on, watching it from afar, but like I mean, I was gonna bring it up because we're doing Tom's Qualms next, but I didn't know you're gonna ask me this. So basically so I was, making whoopee on after the Bucks win on Sunday. Classic Bucks win. I just made a steak and got laid. Just ordered some sex basically, and he was riding me, facing me forward,
Uh-huh.
and I got no warning, and I could kind of tell that he was getting close.
Oh,
So
no.
he just shot it, and it like just missed my ear. I like ducked it. I was like, ah! He was like, oh, sorry. I was just like, I'm like, my boner's gone. Like that freaked me the fuck out. It scared the hell out of me. He almost got me right in the face. I mean, that stuff like, oh, it's just the smell, the look, oh, disgusting.
Hard to clean up too.
Yeah, because like I've always brought up a million times too. Like I jerk off in his socks, so I never see it.
Yeah,
You know, it's not like I jerk off all over my fucking stomach and like you got to go clean it up. You know, like some people do that. They're crazy.
yeah, I don't understand that.
What do you do? Tissues, like I guess normal people.
Sock, or
Oh, you're a sock guy too?
Yeah, I either do sock or if I'm like in the bathroom, I'll just go right in the toilet.
Dude, the sock is the easiest way. You never see it. That's the point that I'm trying to make, though. Is like when you see. I mean, it's hot. It's a fucking fresh out of the oven product.
Big old hot load.
Super ropes, you know. But like with this, it's just like if anything, it will like seep out of the sock. But like it's just you don't have to see it. And like you get the feeling like, what have I done after you jerk off? No matter what, like after full load, men just like go to that brain where they're just like, ah.
You're like a dog who knows he's done something wrong. He's like in the corner, just kind of like
nothing wrong. It's just like just get dressed. Just get dressed. Get out of here. But yeah, it's much easier way to do it. It's you don't have to see it, but when you do, it's gross. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, I'd be in the same boat as the straightest guy in the world. Like you'd have to offer me a ton of money to eat like a plain bagel soaked in cum. I ain't doing that.
I mean, it's not like it's warm and it's salty. It's kind of like butter.
Oh, have you had it?
No, that's like what I've heard. Like I know it's warm, but and they say it tastes like salty. Unless you eat pineapple, and they say it tastes like pineapple.
Mine probably tastes so bad. Mine probably tastes like fucking raw.
Tastes like skunk beer and Marlboro Lights.
Probably like an oyster shooter.
Oh man. So is that like your qualm too? Did that like merge into a qualm?
Yeah.
Okay, because I kind of have a little qualm too.
Well, I mean, there's way more to the qualm.
Oh, okay.
Well, not a ton more, but there's way more.
Okay.
So all right. So we'll jump right. Get Thomas Qualms in here. Get Thomas Qualms in here. So this. All right. Going back to this story, this guy came over after the Bucks win. So after we're making out, it's time to do the dirty, make whoopee. So I grabbed the condom, put it on, and it breaks 2 minutes in. It's broken. That was my last one. So I raw dogged it. Shouldn't have did that. That was like the main qualm. Now, I shouldn't have said that first because this is going to make the second qualm sound terrible. But it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with jerking off in socks. So now that I know that you're a sock guy with jerking off, this might make more sense for you. I got like, do you use like the same socks? Like sometimes you don't clean them every time you use them, do you?
I mean, no, I just throw them in the hamper. Like,
you do?
Maybe I'll like use it a second time, but I don't have like a pile of cum socks that I go to.
So this is gonna be more embarrassing. Yeah, because I do.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't like my parents do my laundry, so I don't have to I just dirty throw whatever, it'll get done. I don't have to like worry about not having socks.
I finish right where I'm sitting, and then I just like chuck it on the couch over there and get back over there.
It's just like sticking halfway up the couch.
I just throw it on the other couch and then just let it go. But it's like, concealed in its own department. But like,
your place probably just smells like beer, cigs, and cum.
Yeah. People like it when they come over, though. It's not a nice spot. But
it's got a musk.
Yeah. Like, so anyway, back to the point. The last 2 days after I pretty much got laid on that guy on Sunday, I got like a cut on the very like below the mushroom part of my dick just because the socks were like, crusty. There was some friction, too much.
Okay, so you got like
and a really sensitive part of the dick. So the last 2 days when I went to go jerk off, I couldn't finish like at all because
you wash the fucking socks, you animal.
I did since. But like I never had a problem with it, but like now it's like there, so I'm on like a 2-day DL stint with my dick. Like, just leave it alone, let it,
Yeah,
because it hurts. Like once you're like starting to finish, you go fast, and you got like cut right below where the mushrooms start. Like, ow, and then it doesn't work. It
just gives you some motivation to finish.
Finishing like you're bleeding all over the place.
Is that cum or blood?
Yeah. I was sitting here by myself and I finished off, and I was just like, "Damn it!" It's just like Crush's porno. It's a good porno, and I can't even finish. Now I just have to go back to working from home, and I can't even. I'm just gonna sit there and deal with it. Like, I gotta wait like 3 more hours before, and I got nothing done. So anyway, so that's my qualm. So what's your qualm?
So I mean, I'm not really sorry for it, but like I kind of feel a little bad for it. But like, so I don't know if I've said it on here a whole lot, but I try to keep my work, like specific work things out of
work at work.
Yeah, exactly. I have my bones and stuff, but that's different. But
I work from home, so home is work,
right? But so my boss Larry, I don't know if I said it on here, if I've told stories, but he's just like a huge dick. Like he's not a dick. He's just like very selfish and kind of a savage at the same time. I don't want to go into all that, but I'm like, I really passive aggressively find ways to like get back at him. So like when we unload, set the salmon onto like the display racks or whatever, like the whole cases, we have to put like weight tags on them. So there's like these scales that we have like on wheels, and we wheel them around and we put them in front, punch the weights in, whatever. So he was like, "Oh, go get me the scale. I got to I have to tag him up." And like, he doesn't like ask nicely for stuff. He just like
bosses you around.
Yeah, he bosses you around. So I'm like, this motherfucker. The whole time I'm walking over to get him, cursing him out, and I get to the scales, and there's 2 of them there.
You shit on it?
No, I don't shit on it. There's one that's ready to go, good to go, and the other one is out of stickers. So like, I just push it over to him, like, here you go, and he goes to use it. He's like, son of a bitch! He just like goes
go fill it up.
Yeah, he had to go change the roll. So
that's what he gets you being a dick.
I do that. At night when I close, we take the fish off the table, put them in a box, and we put ice on top. And I put extra ice because I know his hands get really cold. So like 5 in the morning when you start digging into the boxes of ice, it's just like layers and layers of ice. So I do that. I just do little shit. Like I'll leave shit like around that I know he's gonna have to like clear. Like so when we take out the garbage, we have like have you ever seen the carts at Restaurant Depot? Like,
oh yeah.
It's just like a flat metal like plank.
They're like the bobsleds that Jamaica used when they're in Jamaica, like that wheelbarrow thing.
Yeah, but basically it's just like they call it a cart, but it's not like you
don't shirt sign when you're going into a hotel, that whatever that cart is.
Right, like whatever the bellhop has. There's nothing on the sides to hold everything up. So when we pile the garbage up on there, and I know he's going to take it, like to throw out, I make sure to make it like super unstable. Like, so it happened today. I did that. I just kind of threw shit in any which way, and he's leaving the department. As soon as
it right, and he's like, Jesus.
As soon as it gets into the aisle, it all just falls off. It's like, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I'm just like watching it in the back, just laughing. But yeah, so I make an old fat man's life more miserable.
Fucking Larry.
It's my qualm, but
good.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to segment 3 here, which is a Let There Be What's Good. So this is requested by Bomb Squad member Dante Agresti, of course.
Good call.
Baby, it's cold outside. Yeah, it was a good call.
Yeah.
Because this song is played very commonly during this time of year, every year, has been for about 40 fucking years.
Yeah.
And it is just, I'm surprised people aren't really talking about this.
Yeah, I think now it's becoming more of like a conscious thing, but like I was one of the first, like, not to toot my own horn, I was one of the first people to like look at the song and be like, this is like really rapey.
Yeah,
like, I've been saying this for years.
He's not really singing. I mean, like you see Michael Bublé singing it on like, Christmas Eve,
right?
With like, and all this thing. He's the guy and the girl's there, and she just wants to leave. She's stuck at this guy's house.
She wants to leave. And listen, I'm not, I'm not mad at the idea of. She's like, I gotta go. It's like, no, come on, stay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when it gets to this. So she goes, okay, I'm going to have a half a drink more. And then a couple lines later, she goes, say, what's in this drink?
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's like I was telling you before the show, I didn't even, because we were running short on time. I only listened to like the first minute of the song. I got like 3 quotes, just like whoa.
What does he say? What's in the parentheses after she says what's in this drink?
He just like starts talking about something else. Like
he just says like, oh, it's cold outside.
Yeah, he's like, there's a lot of snow out there,
My God.
So I mean, that's what, and like apparently this like the whole Bill Cosby kind of thing, like Slipper and Mickey, like that was like kind of a common thing among like guys apparently. Not like
But I
common,
mean,
like it happened.
This song sucks so bad. Like it's not like a sing along tune for Christmas music. It's not like one that's gonna get stuck in your head. It's like, how is nobody like really caught on to this yet?
This song gets stuck in my fucking head.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. Yeah, I don't know. I get like this time of year, like it definitely gets stuck in my head. I think it's a catchy song, but it's like a rapey song too.
Yeah, very much rapey.
Another line I have here is he's saying to her, "Your eyes are like starlight now." So she's starting to get a little like glossy eyed, like whatever
you put in your drink.
Yep, kick it in. And another line, which actually I don't hate this one, but when he's trying to convince her to say, he goes, "What's the sense in hurting my pride? Like, really, you're gonna hurt my pride? Like, what's the point of that? Like, just
I mean, like, but this is after he's just like, she's just come up with all these excuses. He's just like, no, just stay. You know, she knows damn well what happens if she stays. She knows this whole thing that she's listening. She's like, oh, you know, my mom will know, and she'll think I'm a slut. And you should meet my aunt. She's crazy. She'll think I'm a bitch. Like, I can't do this with you right now. And he's just like, hey, come on. Hey, smell loud. Just hang out. It's cold outside. It's freezing. Have you been outside? You live 45 minutes away.
Have you seen it?
If you looked outside the window, it's like 3 feet, you know? What did they? I mean, like, what? Why can't he just be like, okay, like you should stay here for your own safety, but I'm not gonna make any moves.
Yeah, it's like I'll take the
unless you make moves on me, I ain't making moves on you. Let's just sit down and watch some TV.
If he was a gentleman, he'd be like, you take the bedroom, I'll take the couch, but you're not going home tonight. You're not going home tonight.
I would, but I would be pissed that entire night. Like, take the fucking bed. Sucks. Just as cold as you are.
Yeah. So rape, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. Let me see. Let me get back to my notes here. So I really can't stay. And then he says, oh, baby, don't hold out. My sister will get suspicious. Your lips look delicious. Like at that point, get the fuck out. Like, you know, she's coming up with the excuses and he's just coming up with more.
Your lips look delicious.
Your lips look delicious. You're just a guy who's just staring at the face. And she's just like, well, I think I should go home. And he's just, your lips look fucking delicious. I'm fucking brains out right now. She's just like, well, you know, I shouldn't. I should get out of here.
I really shouldn't.
I don't have feelings for you. And I'm like, sorry if you can't accept that, but I should leave. And he's just like, all right. Because that's when, like, after she pretty much makes that point, he gets like really mad. That's another thing I never noticed in this song.
Yeah.
At the end, she says, I'm going to leave. And then he says, think of my lifelong sorrow. You're ruining my life. I'm probably going to kill myself because you're leaving, you bitch.
Yeah. I mean, you can't leave after that. Someone says, you know, like kill themselves because their life is ruined.
Yeah, and then she pretty much said something just like, "Well, at least you can visualize what would have looked like if, like, you know, we did fuck and you could jerk off to that."
I was gonna say she's basically just telling him just go jerk off,
just jerk off to everything that just happened. And then he said, like, "I hope you die of pneumonia." And no, that was how that's how the song ends.
Yeah,
yeah. Because he said, yeah, you're gonna get pneumonia and die. Like literally those words. You'll get pneumonia and die. So.
Jeez.
Yikes. Anyway, so when you hear that song on Christmas, you're just hearing about like a failed rape attempt.
Yeah. After after having worked in sales, this guy just reminds me of so many like aggressive salespeople I worked with.
Oh, the worst.
I hate it when they're just like pushing and pushing and pushing. And you can tell like the customer is totally uncomfortable.
Oh, that's the thing. Like, because like I'd say about like 35% of the time I'll be going in with like a partner in crime for sales calls. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it doesn't matter if it's my customer or their customer. I have a very good read on when they're just like, hey, I'm busy. I can't talk about this anymore. I've seen so many guys who just like will force their way into a 35-minute conversation when you know damn well they're busy. Yeah. I'm just like, dude, shut up. Just shut up. He's heard everything he needs to hear. Just get out of there. We'll come back and follow up when he's not so busy. You can't just sit here and tell him about your fucking family and kids.
Yeah, well,
on a Wednesday at 12. It's a restaurant.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the people like, because I guess the sales I was doing was different, but it was like, they basically bully people into buying shit.
Yeah.
They just like make them feel like they're stupid for not doing it. And like they just like, they assume the sale of like, oh yeah. So, you know, when you take this one, that's gonna be 25 and here to take it. Like they just like push, like start piling shit on them, like real aggressive. Like that's what this guy's like. He's like, no, yeah. So you're going to stay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Like,
yeah. Greasy. Fuck that.
Real
greasy. And you just sign. I've been a victim of that with some energy bill. I forget I don't even know what it is. I know I'm fucking part of it. Maybe that explains why I had to pay like $400 a month in gas and electric.
Jesus.
Anyway. Okay, so it moves to our fourth segment here out of 5, which is a buy or sell. So, Loch Ness Monster today, Tones. Are you buying or selling the Loch Ness Monster?
I'm buying.
I'm buying too.
Yep. He's
I don't know if he's still there. I mean, because I think the first sighting was 1933, something like that.
Yeah, and the thing about the Loch, I think it's the Loch Ness Lake. Like I guess that's what it's called. It's fucking huge.
Oh yeah,
it's a big fucking lake. So he could be anywhere because, I'm convinced he's a dinosaur left over from the dinosaur ages.
He's just hiding in the water,
hanging out. I don't think he's hiding. I think he's just hanging out in such a big lake. Like he doesn't need to come up for air that often. Like he's just doing his thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, do you think there's other like a Mama Loch Ness and a Papa Loch Ness?
There had to have been. There had to have been. It's definitely. I mean, like I would think, because I mean, if you're talking about a dinosaur that's left over, I mean, how many millions of years ago is you tell me there's a million year, 500 million year old dinosaur swimming around? No,
you never know.
It's probably like the 25th generation. They probably
at least
live like thousands of years, maybe.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Yeah, no, I mean it's but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he's real. I mean, there's definitely a lot of eyewitness accounts, which doesn't totally mean a lot, but there's like that one picture where it's just like the head coming out of the water. That's all I need right there.
Oh, it's fake. I was in class in like middle school, they debunked it.
Really?
Some guy put like a fucking action figure looking thing in the water. If you look at the ripples, he's only like 2 feet offshore. He's like in the little jetty. He's like only his ankles. He's ankle deep in water taking that picture, and it's like 10 feet away from him. That's
the first I'm hearing of it.
Oh yeah, it's the fakest photo out there. But there's a couple things out there. Yeah, you reconsidering?
I'm crushed. Yeah, sell. Fuck that Scottish piece of shit. I'm selling.
Yeah, you're selling it. Damn.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt by that. I'm
like, no, yeah, like, that picture's fake.
I was coming in here. I was expecting us to just like yuck it up about like
it's probably not real, but like I've seen some videos where you see some shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You see this thing swimming through the lake, and you're just like, what's going on there? Like, what could it be?
Could just be a fish.
Could be a fish. Could be a shark. Our shark.
Could be a monster.
Like Loch Ness Monster. But anyway, I think I'm going to sell it too. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way the Loch Ness Monster is real.
I wanted
There's some integrity in this segment.
Yeah. Yeah. We have to have some integrity. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Start over. Selling
the Loch Ness Monster. Sold. Guy, it never happened.
Although I do live most of my life buying everything just in case that it is real.
Right.
Because you never know.
I mean, like, I really don't think that you're going to be able to show me a Loch Ness Monster in my life.
No, for sure. But if I'm going to visit that lake for whatever reason, I'm going in with the mindset that I'm going to see the Loch Ness Monster. So when I do, I'm prepared. I mean,
it's not the ocean. We can go find out. That's what pisses me off right now. Like, let's go. Like, hey, Trump. Like, let's. I mean, people hate you so much already. Might as well just put some money. It's like a submarine. Listen, like a submarine fleet to go into Loch Ness.
That would help.
And just look around.
That would help his approval rating.
Right? I'm gonna go look for the Loch Ness Monster. I'm gonna put an entire fleet of submarines in Loch Ness.
We need to fix the real problems. Okay, we need to go find out what's going on with this fucking monster over there.
It's not that expensive, and like it's driving me nuts. I need to know if it's there.
Yeah, right? Seriously, I'm down with that 100%.
I think everybody would unanimously agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. We do that, and if we can go find out if Bigfoot's real or not, if we just like
that's tough. That's trickier. That's a little tougher.
So this is what we got to do. We got to take all these army men that we have at the border right now, and just send them into the Pacific Northwest. Send them up into the woods and just have them
look for Bigfoot.
Just comb the forest.
All of them.
Just all of them. Every one of them. If they all stand like 20, like 50 feet apart, they can cover a lot of ground.
Sasquatch is an elusive one. But like he's got a whole pile of land. Like, I mean, Loch Ness is huge, but it's not like it's the Atlantic Ocean. Okay. This is a contained water. You got to attack it with submarines and boats and just go find out. Imagine you just like we found out the Loch Ness Monster is alive and well.
Yeah. I can see Nessie fighting back. I can see it turn into like a big old like battle between the submarines, and there's like all these different Loch Ness monsters running around.
The goddamn Kraken. Some shit, But yeah, I'm selling either way. I'm selling it. So sold. The gentleman in front with the sexy beard. Talking about myself. Segment number 5 to wrap up the segments and the show. We have haikus. Okay. Haikus, been a while. Oh.
Give me a lot of sound bites right now.
I saw that one coming before I said it, but it's true. We haven't had one in like 4 episodes.
I think we had one last episode.
Nah, 2 episodes ago, I think.
Maybe
Last episode.
I don't know.
Okay. You want to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Here comes the fat man.
Oh no.
Watching your ass from afar. You best watch your ass.
All right. Here comes the big fat man. And all right. So what's the second line?
Watching your ass from afar.
Better watch your ass.
You better watch your ass.
All right. So there's a big fat guy just chasing you down. And he's looking for that ass. Better watch it. Better watch out. Because, we talk a lot about anal sex on here. Each of us, I've put dicks in butts. Never had a dick put in my butt. Obviously, you haven't either. We can only imagine that it's just a terrible thing. It's a mess. It's got a mess written all over it. With a mix of shit and like whatever I'm eating that out, dude.
Shit, blood, and cum.
Blood will be in there. Cum probably, maybe like find its way
eventually.
In the mix. Yeah. And then it's just a mess. So this guy is all over that. He sees it from afar and he just sees like a salad that he wants to toss and mix all those ingredients that we just discussed: blood, shit, and semen. It's a special secret ingredients in his dressing.
A little bit of elbow grease in there too.
Yeah, he'll probably put some of that in there, and then he'll mix it up. He'll toss some salad, and then he's gonna eat it. And then, because he's fat, he actually realizes he doesn't like salad, so he only wants the dressing. So he slurps it up like it's an empty bowl of cereal after he dumps the salad out and drinks the rest of the dressing. And then he just, plows into your ass, gets what he wants, and then, goes out and finds the next one.
That was extremely detailed. That was pretty graphic. I'm not going to lie.
Sorry about that. I'm sick.
That doesn't, you're sick.
I'm ill.
You're sick in the head.
Don't. Ill.
All right. No, that was that haiku was actually about Santa.
Oh, what's he coming for that ass for?
Well, no, he's watching your ass. Like,
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. And then you better watch your ass because like you gotta be good. He's watching you from afar. He's like, hey, is he on the nice list or the naughty list?
He knows.
And you took that in a totally different direction.
It's either coal or fucking Power Wheels. Your choice. Watch your ass.
You turned into ass rape.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. So my haiku, the goddamn toilet. Do you have any more hams? Call JG Wentworth.
All right. The goddamn toilet. Do you have any more hams? Called JG Wentworth.
Correct.
All right. So something happened with the toilet. There was there was some kind of altercation or some kind of mishap. And I'm guessing it involved ham. Or the ham was the response.
Do you have any more hams?
Yeah, like what if you're mad at the toilet and you're saying, "Do you have any more hams?" Like, are you throwing the hams at the toilet? Yeah. Are you stuffing the hams? Are you wiping
slices of hams?
Or are you trying to flush hams down the toilet to like fuck up the toilet? This goddamn toilet, you're just like shoving hams down there.
Fuck your toilet.
And then my guess is because your toilet is full of ham and it won't flush logically. You need money because your house is flooded. You got water damage. You need a new toilet. You got to fix your plumbing. So you got to call JG Wentworth to get cash now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's. I think that's it right there. I think I nailed it.
Yeah, goddamn toilet. Any more hams? Second part, because like we always say, like I wrote this just to fill out the syllables. And I like just going into detail. But like I can't tell if the hams are helping or hurting in this haiku. You know, you start off the goddamn toilet. Do you have any more hams? Like it just reaches out with desperation. Do you have any more hams? Like hams might fix the goddamn toilet, but you still need to get your cash now from JG Wentworth. I mean, what else does he do other than give you your cash now?
Yeah, no. Now hear me out. I just thought about this while you were talking. What if the hams are a response to the toilet being fucked up and fucking up the house? Like, all right, well, our house is fucked up. There's water damage. The plumbing's fucked.
Let's have ham.
Yeah, you got any more ham? I got a stress eat right now.
Do you have it? Ham is like the stress reliever of food for this family.
Have a spiral ham.
Let's have a fucking ham. Let's forget about it. We'll talk about it in the morning. Fire up the ham, honey.
We just have always have spiral hams in the fridge. You go and you just pick a little piece off.
How's your day, honey? Terrible. Do you want some ham?
She comes up with a platter of ham.
She's got a whole ham with the bone sticking out, and he's just like, oh, thanks, babe. Eats it. Eats the whole thing. And then lights up the goddamn toilet, and then after the plumbing goes terribly, he calls JG Wentworth because he's got an annuity, but he needs it now because you know plumbing doesn't work. He can't even take a shower. JG, need it. Need that shit now. Need it immediately.
Yep, needed it yesterday.
Yep. But all right. Okay, so that was the show. See how this one sounded. I'm just like a sick man. I'm sick right now. I feel like crap, but I don't know. I think it went well. You got any post-show thoughts?
Yeah, no. Well, you still have to get electrocuted.
Oh shit.
But we could. How about this? 'Cause I know you got to get off. Let's do it tomorrow. We'll just get on. We'll electrocute you. And
Okay.
I'll put it in.
Okay. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. Maybe we'll do a horse race too.
Okay, yeah, maybe, yeah. Fuck it, why not? We'll do a horse race. We haven't had an episode.
Friday. Oh, some fun.
We haven't had an episode in like over a week, so we'll
yeah, that works for me. I'm very happy I don't have to electrocute myself right now and see Piano Man. So with that, Bomb Squad, thanks for listening. We will see you very, very shortly with some new episodes coming up, including me getting electrocuted singing Piano Man. Have a good weekend and go kick some ass.